Eastern mysticism tells us that the way a bird is not aware of the air, the way a fish is not aware of water, the same way a human being is not aware of himself or herself. There was a time when I was stuck in life. I was abusing substance, had become suicidal, and started having severe anxiety attacks. And when I learned that curiosity can help you come up with creative solutions, especially for your seemingly unsurmountable problems, I chose curiosity. I chose to consider alternate realities. How do you become a powerhouse of manifestation? You do that by stopping the world. Becoming unstoppable. What is it? What is meant by becoming unstoppable? It is the ability to manifest desires and create your own reality. Becoming unstoppable is becoming a powerhouse of manifestation. Do you want to become the powerhouse of manifestation? Absolutely unstoppable. But then, how do you do it? How do you become a powerhouse of manifestation? You do that by stopping the world. Yes, stopping the world doesn't mean that you stop the world outside of you. That is, you try to stop the way your wife behaves, the way your children behave, or try to stop the way your customers, your clients, or your boss behaves. No, 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 no. It is not stopping somebody else's world. It is stopping your world inside your head. Yes, there is a world inside your head. The constant chatter, the incessant chatter, the clutter inside your head. It keeps going, isn't it? Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. All right? Non-stop. When you do that, when you stop the world inside your head, you become unstoppable. Because you see, this incessant chatter, it pushes you down, stresses you, restricts you, stifles you, and chokes you. And let me tell you, the thoughts that you have inside your head are repetitive. And 80% are negative. And when these thoughts are stored in the quantum field, your manifestation will be the same as it was. You keep producing the same result. You keep living the same day for years. Do you want to do that? Most of us end up doing that. Monotony sets in. If you want to create a new reality, you need to stop the world that is already there inside your head. Stop the world that has become negative, that has become debilitating and disappointing. And the moment you stop it, you have to pivot and start creating a new world, a new earth inside your head. In this session, I'm going to teach you an 8-step strategy to enable you to stop the world inside your head and become unstoppable. And make sure that you make use of the worksheets that have come with this session. Go to the description now. The link is available. Download the worksheets now and start making use of them. And yes, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. You see, this small gesture of yours will encourage me to bring you more content and help you create an uncommon reality. Let's begin. Step 1 is becoming or developing open-mindedness. Yes, step 1 is open-mindedness. Now, what does that mean? You see, you need to be willing to question assumptions and beliefs in order to change the world inside your head. You stop the world and change it. You bring in a new earth. Keeping an open mind allows for exploring new perspectives and considering unconventional ideas. But then how do you have an open mind? You do this by asking open-minded questions. One of the assumptions that I had, when I was growing up, is that a prestigious job and a high income is what defines success. And then when I realized the importance of having an open mind, I decided to discover diverse cultural perspectives. And then I started questioning whether success could be accurately defined by personal fulfillment and happiness instead of relying solely on conventional societal measures. Now you see, you question your assumptions. That is how you have an open mind. Question, explore, and expand. And number 2, curiosity. Curiosity is about considering alternate realities. There was a time when I was stuck in life. I was abusing substance, had become suicidal, and started having severe anxiety attacks. And when I learned that curiosity can help you come up with creative solutions, especially for your seemingly unsurmountable problems, I chose curiosity. I chose to consider alternate realities, better realities for myself. I started considering a world that was filled with joy instead of addictions and dependency. I started thinking and considering the possibility of freedom from dependency and disempowering negative behaviors. Remember, curiosity is considering, entertaining, and contemplating other possibilities and alternate realities. It encourages deep inquiry, deeper investigation. And number 3, your third step is self-awareness. You see, Eastern mysticism tells us that the way a bird is not aware of the air, the way a fish is not aware of water, the same way a human being is not aware of himself or herself. What does that mean? You see, we get so attached to our thought patterns, we get so attached to our belief system that we don't even consider the possibility that these were programmed inside us. There was a time when I never believed that I am not my thought patterns, I am not my thinking. You see, this is something that is being taught in our country, India, since ages, since thousands of years, and most of us still don't get it. Self-awareness is where you detach yourself and become an observer and look at your thoughts as if they don't belong to you because they don't belong to you. So you become the witness of your thoughts. You become aware that yes, this is me and these are my thoughts, these are my beliefs. And especially when you have these negative thoughts, debilitating thoughts, there is a technique that I developed. I call it catch and detach. Catch and detach. Now what do you do here? You see, whenever you think negative, whenever you have this limiting belief inside you, I can't do this, I can't start that business, it's too risky, I'm too old, right? You catch yourself. You catch yourself thinking and you detach. That is, you become an observer. You detach from that thought pattern. You say to yourself, okay, this is me here, and this is my thought, and I'm not my thought. That is what self-awareness is. You become aware. You detach, and you watch yourself. You catch, you detach. Catch yourself thinking that negative thought, and then decide to become an observer. You become self-aware. And number 4, it's courage. You need to develop courage. Now, what is it? Courage in this context is the ability to walk away from that which is familiar. Remember, we remain in constant pain because it has become familiar. You have to have the courage to walk out of your familiar zone, no matter how comfortable you feel in it. And number 5, patience. You see, Course of Miracle teaches us that infinite patience produces instant result. Now, what does that mean? You see, patience is having the knowing that you can manifest anything that you desire. You have the power within you to do that. The moment you have that, right, you know it's going to come to you. And what's the opposite of patience? You try to hurry things up, and more importantly, you don't believe that it's going to happen. You have this resistance and you lose faith that things will fall in place. That is why you want it immediately. You're like, I want it now. But then you see, the moment you release that resistance and rely in the knowing that things will happen in your favor, you are going to manifest what you want or something better. The moment you do that, the resistance is lost. And the moment the resistance is lost, the manifestation begins. Because when you have that resistance, you will not be able to start the process of manifestation. You will not be able to sow those seeds in the quantum field that help you manifest things in your favor. So developing patience is a critical step to stop your world, that negative world inside you, and becoming unstoppable. So developing patience. Start practicing patience. And number 6 is flexibility. Flexibility is becoming a learner, where you know that you cannot be perfect, and it's stupid. It's stupidity to aim at perfection. You have this knowing that one cannot know everything, and when you are not able to produce a result, when you are stuck in a situation, in a circumstance, all you have to do is learn how to unstuck yourself. And there are people who can teach this to you. You can be open-minded to explore other perspectives and other ways to achieve what you want to achieve. Right? So that is what flexibility is. You got to be a learner to be flexible. And number 7 is embracing the idea of the Japanese philosophy Kaizen. It means continuous improvement, where you say to yourself, I'm going to develop, I'm going to learn, I want to improve my relationships, I'm going to learn how to improve relationships. I want to build my business, I'm going to learn how to build my business. Where you don't feel inadequate and say to yourself, oh my God, I don't know this and I'm so stupid. No. You say to yourself, fine, I know things and I am good at certain things, and there are other things that I need to learn. And that is why I believe and embrace the philosophy of Kaizen, that is continuous improvement. You work from the premise of adequacy. You work from the premise of confidence and become a learner. You don't come from a premise of low confidence. You don't come from a premise of low self-esteem and become a continuous learner. No. You come from confidence and embrace the philosophy of Kaizen. And number 8, resilience. That's your step. You got to be resilient, because you see, you will have challenges, you will have setbacks, you will have difficulties, but then you got to bounce back. You must have heard that, right? But then how do you become resilient? You see, never ever lose faith. Always know that you are manifesting different realities. Realities that you want to live, or realities that you do not want to live. Realities that are common or realities that are uncommon. When you have that faith, you keep coming back. You keep pushing harder. But then when you lose faith, when you don't have that confidence, even an iota of confidence, you don't have it, you say, man, this is not going to happen. So you don't make a comeback. You see, resilience is a virtue. It's worth it. Resilience is a virtue worth developing. Develop that resilience and keep coming back to your goals. And keep coming back from confidence. But you mustn't be coming back to your goal and to your action, to your path by losing confidence. You come back saying that I can create my reality. Right? And you use all the other steps. You can be flexible. You can embrace Kaizen. You can learn new things. You can be open-minded. You can have curiosity. That's how you keep coming back and you develop resilience. Because resilience is something that can change your game. Go ahead, change your game and be resilient. As always, I'm here to cheer you on in your journey of creating an uncommon reality. I look forward to our next encounter. Till then, take charge.